Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Final Fantasy VI walkthrough. I'm joined by Stigma.
Hi, what's your name? I gotta stop saying that. I don't like that.
That one's
Can we restart it?
No, we can't.
I'm not doing that.
Think of something else. Quick.
Hi, I have two No, I did that one.
Yep, we've done that one.
I guess I'm just an unoriginal bastard.
Well, way to go.
Hi, I'm Stigma. I'm an unoriginal bastard.
Boom, nailed it. All right, so Chaser is one of the enemies that you can encounter here. You're going to want to make sure that you get that. I don't think that you need to try to get the Trapper as well in that spot. There's a chance that you've already got it in the Magitech Research Facility, but the other thing is once you actually get to the Veld, you can kill off the Chaser, and then 3 Trappers will show up, so you could leap them then. So, food for thought. Here I do want to add one thing too with so that we're coming up on the Crane fight here, and the first thing I want to say is that I wasted a ton of time trying to steal the Debilitator from the right hand Crane, and if that's something that you absolutely have to have right now, go ahead, but you can get another one from the Imperial Air Force. And I think that one's easier to get. Reason being is, once we finally get to the Imperial Air Force, we will be able to level Gao. And, if you're trying, or if you're doing the absolutely no leveling throughout the whole game, this isn't your walkthrough anyways, and I don't know why you're here.
Get the hell off this.
You get out. You stop.
Bitch.
You stop watching our walkthrough. No, but apparently that is actually a difficult fight for a low level game. But again, we're going to be leveling Gao before that, so Imperial Air Force is going to be a walk in the park. So don't worry about that.
So here we have Fraser and Niles Crane.
Yeah, both of the Cranes, the 2 Crane boys. Fraser on the left absorbs lightning. Niles on the right absorbs fire attacks. And if you'll remember, I recommended waiting or getting the Thunder Rod way back in the South Figaro Cave. And here's where you're going to want to use it, because we want to get one of these cranes down as fast as you possibly can, which, again, now use the Thunder Rod on the right-hand crane, Niles.
So here's a doofus question.
Okay.
Setzer has his Neek where he can one-shot things, right?
Niche?
What is it?
Niche? Is that what you're trying to say?
Neeks. Like techniques, Neeks?
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know what you were trying to say there. Okay,
Well,
yeah.
his roulette.
Yeah, like Joker Doom and stuff? I don't know.
I wonder if that would work on this.
It might. You'd have to look. You'd have to go to that terrible site that I hate and probably look it up, because I don't know for sure. Some bosses, disable that so that you can't use it. But I don't know about this one. So, I don't know.
In theory, you should be able to have Setzer just one-shot every boss.
Yeah, Joker Doom like everything. Actually, isn't that the one that kills you too? So you don't want that one to happen. So, the other one. Whatever the one shot for all the enemies.
You just raped all 3 diamonds out like a boss.
Yeah. So sometimes that happens, and I think the game every once in a while just basically gives you a free shot, because all I did was hold the X button down there, and it gave me flash. And I always do that, and I've always done that with his slots. I don't ever stop and wait and try to line them up. I always just hold X. Sometimes it just automatically gives you Chocobop, sometimes it gives you flash. So sometimes it gives you H-bomb or whatever. Yeah, there, I did it again.
Yeah.
I just held it down. So, again, I don't know if you can one-shot these cranes or not. Oh, apparently I have Cyan equipped with the Dragoon boots, because he just jumped off into the middle of nowhere.
Which is probably a good thing with all the death going on.
Yeah, him and Gao are the only ones that survived this. There it is! So yeah, that's a rough fight, actually. It's a very, very rough fight. And like I said, I cut out 20 minutes worth of footage of me trying to steal the Debilitator, and I never got it. and then I just gave up and said "F you." Because again,
we don't take kindly to that shit.
no, we don't. We don't take kindly.
Well, and
at
because
all.
your level's so low, it's going to be a nightmare to steal it. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, it really was. It was just a pain in the butt. It was not worth it. So again, you can get. There's a ton of debilitating. That is not a rare item by any means, and I really don't see very much advantage in getting it now as opposed to getting it later. Unless you love Edgar and for some reason feel that you absolutely have to get that, then by all means go ahead. But I felt that it was not worth the time invested. But here we're gonna crash the Zozo party.
Which is nice that you don't have to walk through any of that crap again.
Yes. Yeah, we don't have that Moogle charm yet. Man, so I've recently done I've taken most of our footage now for the entire game. And I abuse the living crap out of that relic. Like, I barely fight anything in the World of Ruin. It's awesome. Ferger?
Faja.
Fraja? What's he saying? Ferger? What's a Ferger?
Great movie.
Oh, it really was. Alright, so here's the Esper world.
Which is kind of lame.
It really is. You can't do anything here. It would have been cool to be able to fight with Modwin. And Madonna.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty badass. What do you think that they could do? What would be their things?
I think that he would turn into the Scorpion King from The Mummy 2.
Okay.
And he'd just have, terrible graphics.
Okay, would he be like... Wait, was that the one that was played by The Rock?
Yeah.
Okay. Did that movie have terrible graphics?
I think it's probably got, the worst CGI.
Seriously?
In any movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Well, no, you've got homework.
Okay. Well, maybe that's what I'll do later. Awesome. Is it really that bad? It's on. I'm gonna do it now. So it's the second one.
It's the second one, the Scorpion Dink.
Okay. Scorpion Dink.
Which, was funny, because the first movie was actually pretty good. What's
Yeah.
Her Face is hot as hell.
I forget her name.
Oksana Bayul.
No, that's not her name. Oksana Bayul was... Dude, isn't she like a figure skater?
I don't know, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Oksana Moon or whatever.
For sure.
Anaxuna Moon. Whatever. But she's hot.
Is that the one? Wait, is that the one where the mummies are like Imhotep?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that one is
It's a
awesome.
great movie.
The brother is I think he's I think he's my favorite character.
Plus the chick is hot.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
Well, no, the other, the actual main, the actual main chick.
Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. So, were you talking about
The painted bitch. You can't touch her because she's got Kiat on her arm and stuff. Well, I don't remember. It's been 10 years since I've seen
Oh, is that the Asian chick? Right? Because
Yes.
it was an Asian... Okay. Now I thought you were talking about the other chick. What is she,
Evie?
like a librarian or something?
Yeah,
Or
dirty
a
librarian.
researcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, just deliciously depraved.
Yeah, and she just has, a weird collection of butt plugs
Yeah, I could see that.
and anal beads. It's just weird. In a lot of the outtakes, it's just her just baiting.
Just weird.
Just
Super
hours
weird.
of baiting.
I'm sure the rest of the cast were super awkward and weirded out by that, but I mean, I don't think I would be. I'd be like, go for it.
But the director's all
Don't let me
I don't
stop
think
you."
your character needs to masturbate so much.
That's not part of the story. That's not how I wrote it.
Don't stop. We're gonna keep filming.
Speaking of which, here Modwin and Madonna are all giving each other the lovey-dovey eyes.
How did she get in there again? She got too close.
I
to
don't
the
know.
door and
I don't know. So so maybe there must not have been there wasn't a gate yet, or the gate was open already, and because she just said she got lost. Oh, I must have taken the low road, whatever that means.
yeah.
What is she talking? She's saying these guys are low life losers or what?
Apparently. She's just ignorant AF.
Yeah, I guess so. Because
And 2 years later, what's his face is all
well, and then she must be a dirty girl because then she goes and makes babies with Modwin.
Yeah.
Boom. That's how Terra got made. All right, so then this is 2 years later, and the Empire found The cave? I'm guessing that
yeah,
must
just
be.
all and
Yeah, does Kefka come through?
I want to say no.
I think you're right. I don't think he does. Yeah, you don't see Kefka here.
Yeah, because this is how Kefka is created. This is like their first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these are the first ones. Okay. That makes sense.
Basically, Justal's like, hey, there's a weird hole over here. We're going to go in it, and bam, there's like a race of Espers.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's frighteningly accurate. Hey, there's a hole over here. Let's go see what's inside.
What a shitty world to live in, too. Like, it's just, okay, it's like
caves.
one town.
Yeah, there's just a couple of shitty caves, right? I don't know. Maybe.
How do they eat?
Well, there's a bookshelf, so they've actually got some sort of literature.
Honestly, they deserve to be
there's a slop bucket up there. Did you see that?
Oh,
They
it's a
must
good-
eat out of that.
Maybe eat and poop. That's why like, they think that they're less than humans, because they eat and they poop in the same bucket.
That seems so efficient, though.
It is efficient.
I mean,
but,
not
they
for
might
us
as well just
humans,
have Esper centipedes.
God, so gross.
Maybe if they had an Esper centipede, like Justal wouldn't have stood a chance.
He probably wouldn't have. He would have been screwed.
But anyway. Yeah.
All right, so what is it? Okay, so the humans come through, and then the rest of the Espers are like, "Oh man, she's probably one of them." And then Madonna's like, "Oh, I'm not one of them, but fuck it, I'm gonna run to the cave because I'm being accused."
Yeah, exactly.
So she's been race hated.
Yeah.
Yeah, the humans are got a little racism, or the Espers are even racist. Which, I mean, really, let's be honest here. She's been here for 2 years. Do you think she must have been a really shitty person to not make friends with these guys, right?
I think so.
How do you live with people for 2 years and then still have them accuse you of? I mean, let's be honest. There isn't very many Espers here. Like, there's probably more than what they actually show, but you only see like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Because you see like Yuri, then there's like there's like a dragon-looking one,
Yep.
like a wolf, and then a fairy. So I don't know. Just saying. All right, so
Yeah, it's almost like there's holes in the plot.
oh, weird. Yeah, imagine that, right?
I don't
Okay,
know.
but so what actually happened there? So Madonna was freaking. She's like, shit, I don't want to be here anymore with these haters. And Magduin's like, I got you, baby. You come back here.
And somehow Terra somehow gets total recall from this.
Yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, I remember when I was a baby, and then like, you know.
And oh,
more-
boom, that
more.
piece of magicit's my father. Right, that's such a stretch. Fucking liar. She doesn't remember. She don't know shit.
Yeah, this piece of magicite is my father, and that rock over there is my cousin.
All sorts of inanimate objects. Oh yeah, that's my second cousin on my mother's side, twice removed.
Everyone's just like, yeah, whatever.
Okay, Tara.
Quit humping
Yep.
mountains.
Yep.
She's so hot, though.
Is she?
Yeah? Look at those little red tights. Little red panties going
Look
on
at
there.
I thought they were boots. Wasn't that her
Green hair.
boots? Oh no, you're right. She's got some sort of. I thought they're probably just panties. I'm sure she just wears them on the outside of her.
It's an Asian
Pants.
game. She's just wearing panties.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so is this the first time we get the airship?
I believe the first time you can take full control.
Oh my god. Here it is. I don't think his technique is all that useful, although pressing start to bring up the menu is kind of useful. I guess the high-speed turns, okay, maybe. I don't know.
I just strafed a lot in this game.
Did you?
That's all I did.
You're a weirdo. I didn't do that, like, ever, or at all. I think I grabbed Gao here and took him to the Velt. I don't think you really need to do that. So obviously Setzer's level 6. Again, I've heard that there's a way to get him to 5, but it, like, glitches out your game and freezes it. I don't know if that's for sure or not. I never tried it. I wasn't about to do the whole opera house and all that crap all over. I was just
Again.
like, no. Not my thing. Not to disprove something that would most likely freeze my game anyway. Alright, so this is the team. I don't know what the next video is, actually. I don't remember. What? Oh, okay, it's got to be... Well, we got to be coming up on the sealed cave.
I'm guessing the returner.
Oh, yeah, we gotta go talk to the guy in Narsh, the mayor. And then he's like, we should or open up the gate and get the Esper's help.
Mayor Quimby.
Nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's some
Look at
other...
how fun it is to fly that thing. You're having fun right now.
I was having a blast. That's the bomb forest. So
Right
you're gonna want to... No, back...
Right there.
No. Back when I originally said it is
Right
to
there. There it is.
It's to the east. No, it's not. It's to the east of the Veldt. It's a big forest, and there's a chance to run into the grenade there.
You should be off fighting in Tangiers right now.
I think that might be what I ended up doing.
Next time we play this game, you just come back with like
Tons
every
of...
spell in the game.
Yeah. Alright, there it is. That's the bomb forest right there. But we gotta cut it. We're out of time. It looks like that's what I did, though. I went in there to get a hold of a grenade. Or to get into a fight with a grenade. But like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. Hope the guides are helpful. Hope you like them. Hope you keep joining us.
I hope you don't keep joining us.
That's not true. He wants you to join us.
Touch my face.
Thanks for watching.